Hi everyone, this is Gleb Bakhmutov wishing you a happy Earth Day. And today I want to explain the status of a test when it finishes in Cypress. So the first test status is the passing test, the best one, right? Look at this test. It visited the site in before each hook. It finished all commands successfully. So it shows one passing test. Everything is green. That's easy. Now, if we break something, for example, if we break this assertion, then the test, after it finishes, will have status failing. So now we don't have any passing test and we have a single failing test. So this is red, we have to fix it. So this is clear as well. Now imagine that we haven't finished implementing the test. Maybe we just plan to write this test, right? This is called a pending test. We assume in the future we'll write it and run it and find out if it's passing or failing. When Cypress runs the pending test, it shows the pending icon, and notice now it shows pending count of 1. Confusingly, if you use it skip modifier, it's the same thing. It's a pending task, even though it says skip, but it's pending. And I think this happened because under the hood we're using Mocha test engine. And in Mocha it used to be if you wanted to skip a test temporarily, you had to comment it out, or then they added X, as in, exit this test, right? And they called it pending test. And only later people said, well, X is kind of hard to remember, like just be explicit. When you are executing the test, keep running this test and it still counts as pending. So now we kind of clear about what passing, failing, and pending tests are. But there is a fourth type of a test in Cypress. So imagine that we're running this test, right? And then we're running another test in the same suite of tests. So I'll say again. So right now we have two, let's make them passing tests, just to clarify. Two passing tests, and each test has a hook. Before each test we visit the site. Right now the hooks are executed and they pass. What happens if for some reason we are visiting a wrong page? We made the before each hook fail. And notice what happened. So obviously the first test is marked as failing test because it failed. Cypress says because this error occurred during a before each hook, we are skipping the remaining test in the current suite. Ooh, that's interesting. Notice Cypress did not even run the second test that shares the same before each hook. Right? Because we know before each fails. So there is no point in actually trying to run the second test because it's the same hook. And notice it's not marked as failed, passing. The second test is not even marked as pending because we're not skipping it ourselves as developers. We did not say, it skip. No, we did not do that. Instead, at runtime, we could not execute this test because the before each failed when we tried it in the previous test. So this Cypress considers the second test a skip test. So this is the fourth type of a test status, skipped test, which happens only if during runtime execution of tests, one of before each or before hooks fails to run. Then the rest of the tests in the suite are called skip.